So I just watched Morbius and yikes. Let's talk about it.
Shut up and sit down.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Do Reviews and Morbius, a 2022 American superhero film acting as the third Sony Spider-Man universe in the SSU, directed by Daniel Espinizo. And the film is pretty much about Morbius becoming a living vampire after curing himself of a rare disease. Now, going into this film, I didn't watch any of the trailers. I knew nothing about this film or who was going to be in it. But let's just dive deep and go straight into this film. Let's talk about the good. I really did like Matt Smith's performance as Milo Morbius. I just found this character a little bit more interesting and intriguing than the main character of Michael Morbius himself. Even though they did come from a somewhat similar background in a way, his character was just a little bit more interesting, and just they had some really nice scenes, I will admit. And some of the action with Morbius being the vampire dude looked pretty scary. Like, I did get chills down my spine just watching him just sort of slice and dice people. It did look pretty cool, and I loved the way they portrayed going really fast, like time was slowing down. That sequence looked pretty nice and interesting, but apart from that, let's just get straight on to the bad. And unfortunately, there's a lot more wrong with this film than good. First off, the acting in this film from the majority of the cast felt extremely artificial, feeling like the most generic, bland comic book film I've seen in a long time. Most of the acting was just absolutely paint by numbers, reading from the script, no nuance, no nothing. It was just bland, vanilla. The writing itself wasn't even that interesting. I was cringing at some lines in the movie and some moments that characters did. And just the pacing and editing just felt really clunky and messy. It just didn't flow right. The story didn't really intrigue me enough to want to see more of this character. The first two acts of the film, while not very good, did feel more or less like how the writers wanted the story to go, but then the third act and the post-credit scenes just felt very Sony studio interference. Like, it honestly felt like a 10-year-old just writing the script and just being like, I want this to happen and that to happen, and nothing really makes sense or is logical. And yeah, I don't really want to rewatch this film. To be honest with you, if it wasn't for the post-credit scenes, I probably wouldn't even recommend this movie to anyone. And for that, Morbius, without a doubt, gets a 3 out of 10 and it gets an E-. Go check it out if you really want to see it, but see it for the post-credit stuff. Apart from that, it ain't really worth anyone's time. But tell me in the comments down below what you guys thought of this film. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you going to go watch it? Are you not going to see it? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more movie reviews, including the MCU, DC, and more. Thank you for watching, and as always, a bold review signing out.